here we are. This is the ingredients that we will need for the brown sugar pound cake with a pineapple coulis. Even down to the pan, we're going to be using vanilla, salt, eggs, cream cheese, butter, brown sugar, and of course white sugar, flour. We got some cake flour in here, some baking powder, pineapples. We have all of our ingredients. Yep, and so we are preheating the oven for 350. And we're gonna start the raspberry raspberry. We're not making raspberry coulis today. We're making pineapple coulis today. So let's get that started. Okay, so as you can see, we have 6 ounces of pineapple. I've now cut the lemon. I forgot to add in the ingredients, but this is what you'll need. Some lemon juice. So we're gonna squeeze that lemon. Once we put the pineapples in the pan, squeeze a little lemon over top of it for the juice. I'm gonna add 4 ounces, no, actually 2 ounces of water, and then brown sugar. So let's get this done. All right, so we now have put the pineapples, the brown sugar, the lemon, and the 4 ounces of water in here. We're just gonna let this cook down while our ingredients come to room temperature. And so we'll still have some nice pieces in there, but we want them to get really nice and cooked down in texture. And this takes about 15 to 20 minutes for the coulis, and then we'll mash it up once we get to that point. Then the sauce will be ready and we'll get to the cake. All right, and this is the finished product. This is our pineapple coulis that we will be putting on top of our pound cake. Let's get this cake started. Started. Okay, I'm tripping. Let's get to it. Okay, so here we are. We're going to be using the creaming method today. So we've added the pound of butter and pound of cream cheese. So we're going to whip this smooth. We're going to add the actual brown sugar, and we added the 8 ounces of brown sugar and also the cup of granulated sugar. So we're going to mix this until it's nice and whipped and smooth. Then we're going to move on to the next step. And how do you know that it's smooth? Is you won't see any chunks of the actual sugar, just in case you wasn't sure. Okay, so what you have here is the first whisk for binding. So you're going to scrape down your sides because you want to make sure it gets all incorporated together. And then you'll turn it back on again. And you'll keep doing this until it actually has binded completely. Okay? So you turn it back on. Let it continue. Scrape down between. And let it go until it's completely incorporated with each other. Okay, and speed up the process a little bit for you. And then let this go for about 2 to 5 minutes. Yep. Okay, so it's nice and fluffy. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. So as you can see, it's all incorporated. So now we're going to go ahead and scrape down the sides and add the eggs and move on to the next step. We're adding eggs, as I said. Okay, so as you can see, it's nice and fluffy, and this is literally nothing but butter and cream cheese and sugar. It's the brown sugar, and we use light brown sugar. and granulated sugar. So scrape down the sides. There we go. So as you can see, we're adding 2 eggs at a time, blending them just until they incorporate it, which is literally less than a minute. So once you see, let me show you. It's better to show you than I tell you. So, see, a couple seconds, and then you're just going to keep adding them 2 by 2 until they have all been added, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, as you can see, we now have measured or started measuring our cups. So it's going to be 3 cups of flour, a total of 480 grams. And then we're going to add a teaspoon of baking powder, a pinch of salt, sift that together, and then we're going to start adding that to our creamed ingredients, and that's going to be up next, so keep watching. Right, so as you can see, I went on and added the vanilla to the pan. To the bowl. So we're going to go ahead and mix that in the same method as with the eggs. So there you go. So you never want to keep mixing, because you don't want to have your cake come out hard, because if it's over whipped, you can incorporate too much air, which would then you will have more air pockets, or you'll have a really dry cake. So we don't want to over mix. Remember, never over mix. So as you can see, I've went on and started adding the flour, the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients, and we're just going to mix it to it, incorporate it, which is literally a couple seconds, and then you're going to keep doing it until all of your flour is gone. And I would do it, actually mix it in thirds, and so 3 times, and then it would actually be ready. So scrape down if you need to for the sides, you see there. So I'm going to grab my scraper, scrape that down, and then we're going to go ahead and mix it up. So this is ready to be placed in the pan for the oven. All right, and as you can see, we have greased up the pan and added some flour for coating to make sure it does not stick. Make sure you get into your crevices. And now we're going to go ahead and add the batter. Now, as you can see, we've now transferred the batter to the pan, and this is ready to go in the oven for the next 45 minutes. I will check this at 35 minutes just to see how far we are. And so, with the magic of television, we'll be right back with a finished cake. Yum, yum, yum. So in the oven this goes. All right, so as you can see, this cake is done. Oh, it's so beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and take it out the oven, let it cool down, and then we're going to put the actual coulis, slice it and put the coulis on top. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, so here is the test. We need to take the pan off. We've now flipped it. Still a little warm. Try to do this while holding it. Hot. It's hot. Oh, it's hot. Can you help me? Oh, I hold this right there.
It looks serious.
Yeah, thank you. Just trying to test. Make
Yeah,
sure.
it looks serious.
Oh, it's hot. Oh, look at that. It's beautiful. perfect. And we're gonna let this cool down and then we will plate it. Okay, so as you can see, I just put a little swizzle on the plate. We're gonna go ahead and start plating up this pound cake. So here we go. All right, so I went on another piece of cake on, actually off screen. So we're just going to add some of the coulis. Just simply place it right below it and then drizzle some of the actual pineapple coulis sauce right over top. And the cake is now retreated. So here is the finished product of the whole cake. I decided to just put the coulis on it and do drizzles of the coulis sauce. Came out really well. Hope you enjoyed. Alright, so this is the final product. Tell me, what do you think? Did you try it? And if so, I hope that you enjoyed it. Look at the moisture in that pineapple coulis. Beautiful. Thank you for watching my colorful kitchen. Don't forget to like, subscribe, tell a friend, and come back again.